we put into play. What we do, we trade. The main thing with this platform is you learn how to trade in the largest financial market in the world, known as the foreign exchange market, also known as Forex. And if you're coachable, if you're able to learn, we can teach you how to trade within the market and, of course, learn to multiply your money. It's not complicated at all. It's really simple. And my philosophy on making money is that making money doesn't always have to be hard. It actually should be easy.
That's right. They
You
say
know,
work smart.
absolutely
Yeah.
work smart because I mean, like we all work hard, and everyone knows that. People say that time is money, which is true. But of course, it depends on how you're using your time because eventually people think that we have all the time in the world, but that's not true. Eventually, you will run out of time, and when you run out, and when you don't have any more time, what happens to your money?
Yeah.
You run out of money. you know?
Hey, you run out of
Yeah.
time. Hey, that's a good one, actually. So do you see yourself? How do you see yourself in the long term?
Well, for the long term, I see myself being a trader for life, being an investor for life. This is a skill set that's actually building generational wealth already, especially within the organization that I'm with. This the community that we've built. We've built a winning community, a winning culture. And again, this is something that a skill set. One of the more fantastic things that I've seen with this is a woman within the organization. She taught the trading, the strategy to her 4-year-old son, and he was actually giving demonstration of how to trade at 4 years old. And when I saw him doing it, on video, the young dude was barely knowing how to speak at 4 years old,
Yeah.
and now the kid, now the kid's 6 years old buying his own toys from the money that he's making himself from a skill set that he learned. So I see it as, in a long-term sense, something that I will continue on doing. So when I have, my future generations come along after me, this is something I'll be able to pass along with them as a skill set. Again, this is financial literacy that we're learning now and that we're speaking on.
All right. You see, I got one for you. Unfortunately, I'm going to put you in the spot. And if you answer the question, we're going to move on to the next question, which I'm going to disclose to you. So, how old are you right now?
Right now, I'm 24 years old.
All right. On this station, and thanks for actually coming onto the station as well as a member of the page, SkoolDaze FM. We do have the youths, like young people like yourself. They have a program on Saturday. It's called Free Talk. And we encourage them to talk about things because you see, our generation, the kids don't say a lot. In other words, they say that the child should be heard and not seen. But today's generation, you guys got a lot of ideas. And you can change things because if we've not been able to change things, you guys should be able to change things. So I'm going to introduce you to the host and the hostesses of the program on Saturday, where you can actually call in as well because actually they're based in Maryland and you're all the way over in Georgia. So it's not physically practical for you to be present in the studio, but you can make a call into them. And I mean, you guys can discuss because you're all in the same age range. And I mean, it's a very interesting program that they have on Saturdays, so, and this is what we're looking for. People like yourself, some of us,
Absolutely.
some of us today, we've actually gone up in age, not disclosing age, but we don't have that long to go. But you guys coming up, you're the ones who are coming up. And like they say, the world is in your hand. That's why I played that song, actually. Wake up, everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know if you were listening to it, but that's what he's saying. You're the young ones. The world is in your hand. So we got to teach you right. And at the same time, you guys got to teach us right. So what exactly is your mission, though?
So my mission now is to empower people all over the world. I'm looking to help people all over the world now because now with the skill set that I have, it isn't just a North American thing. It is a South American thing. It's a global thing. It's a global community. If you're anywhere in the world right now, you can learn how to trade and learn how to invest your own money with your own country's currency as well.
And it is so good because, I mean, we are on the same platform. In fact, that's why we have the radio station, because we don't have a frequency operated radio station. We have an internet station, being that we all over the world. And that's why, like I said, we promote and not demote, because the thing is, we don't know who's listening now. That guy could be all the way in South America. It could be all the way in Far East. It could be in Australia, but he's listening.
Absolutely.
Because it's easy for him to listen to us because of the internet. So we have to stress on the fact that you got to use the internet, because the internet is where it's at. It's not going to work every morning, driving to work and sitting on a desk and feeling bad and everything. You could do it one of the key things you're saying, you could do it from your telephone. In other words, you could do it from your smart device.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so what are the benefits others can gain from this opportunity?
So some of the benefits now, again, so I spoke on, building generational wealth. This is something that you can pass on to your children, to your children's children.
I don't mean to interrupt, but again, like I said, I believe I'm a very good interviewer, and you've just used the keyword, and that keyword is wealth. That is what we lack: wealth. Everybody's got money, but you know what we don't have? Wealth, and that's why we can't pass nothing to the next generation. So go on, please. Continue. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, absolutely. That was a perfect interjection, because that is a key word, wealth. Because everyone thinks that we would take rich and wealthy and kind of together. Rich is the idea of the mind. Rich is essentially just a feeling. It's more spiritual than it is actually having physical money. But again, wealth is the idealistic thing that other people can gain from this opportunity, having the understanding of how money moves. Because even when I joined this opportunity, I learned about things other than money that helped advance me in life, because now that we learn more about world events. So now I want to speak on the coronavirus.
Yeah.
See, with the foreign exchange market, you can actually join in to learn to capitalize from the coronavirus and the epidemic that's going on in the world right now. You see, about 2 weeks ago, when businesses were closing down, we talked about quarantine, and here in North America, even possible talks of recession. Everyone is going to a frenzy all around the country, all around the world, even at that. But those who are invested into the foreign exchange market, and I want to make a distinction between the foreign exchange market and the stock markets. They're not the same thing. The foreign exchange market is the exchange of currency. So now, with money always moving throughout the world, throughout the economy of the world, the foreign exchange market is recession-proof, right? So now, even if stock market was to crash, businesses were to close, the foreign exchange market will not close, because money is always moving throughout the world.
Yeah. Constantly,
consistently. That's what makes things flow.
Yes, definitely.
So again, it benefits everybody, because the foreign exchange market does not care what you look like. It does not care if you're a millionaire, if you're a billionaire. It doesn't care your criminal background. If you're an individual, if you're credible, you have legal documents that can ensure that you're able to actually join in and actually participate, you're good to go. It doesn't care your age, your race. You can actually go ahead and learn the skills of the trade. So everyone can benefit from doing something like this. And I feel like right now, at this very moment, it's the right time for people to start looking at finding other means of income, because your job that you may think that's so secure ain't looking so secure right now. I know a lot of people right now within the past 2.5 weeks have either had their hours cut at work or have been out of work because of what's been going on. And, something like a virus or disease can plague different cities, different countries, and just put people out of work in an instant. So again, we have to start thinking about learning how to invest and grow and multiply your income and find other means of income. Okay. Everyone can benefit from this.
All right. Most important, how do they get in touch with you, and how would they be able to get on board? You have the platform. Please state it.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to drop a few of my social media platforms as well as my email address. So you can find me on Facebook at Douglas with one S, Douglas, first name, last name Barnett, B as in boy, A-R as in Randy, Net, N as in Nancy, Barnett, T, 2 T's, so B-A-R-N-E-T-T. Instagram. My Instagram is at the leader seat. It's one word, the leader seat. That's my Instagram handle. I'm going to give you my email address. My email address, you can reach me at mixed, so it's M-I-X-E-D by B-Y Doug, D-O-U-G at iCloud.com. You can reach me at my email address, mixedbydoug at iCloud.com. It'll link directly to my phone, so whenever you were to send me a message, I'll be able to tune in. And also, I'm going to go ahead and even throw my phone number. because I'm open for anyone who has questions, for everyone who wants to reach out to me about this opportunity and learn how you can build yourself up, and especially in this economic now. So my phone number is 678-467-1287. Go ahead and give me a phone call, shoot me a text, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Could you
Come on, I'll be happy to welcome you.
Yeah,
yes,
could
sir.
you say that phone number again, please?
Phone number is 678-467-1287.
Another thing I'm going to suggest, as you are a member of SkoolDaze Radio FM and you have access to the page, so maybe the link that is there for you, I would suggest you actually put in some contact details under that as well, because just in case somebody goes into the page and actually, see it. And that's one of the things I notice as well. A lot of people will put ad out there, but there's no contact. So the contact is very important, because after they finish reading it, and it's like, well, how do I get in touch with this individual? And they cannot, and then they think, they think otherwise. So please use, like you're using the word, and you're using keywords today. You use platform, you use wealth, and the platform that we have today is very, very good. We got to use it. So that one of the platforms you can use will be the SkoolDaze FM page on Facebook, right? So put in your details there as well, so that way at least, and you can link it up, or you could share your whatever you have your flyers onto the page, so that way at least we know you're there and you're doing stuff, and we can contact you, or people can contact you if they so desire, or to hear more. Okay.
Perfect.
And where can people be found in doing this thing, being the last of all the questions we got?
So you can find my investment group on Facebook. You can go to phonebag.info. That is my handle. You can type in, go in your web browser, type in phone, the word bag.info, and you will be able to join into my investment group through Facebook. It's a private group. You go ahead and join the group, answer a few questions, fairly short questions, 1-2 word questions, and you'll be right into our group. We'll be happy to add you in. You can find a lot of testimonies. You'll see a lot of videos, real people showing what they've earned, what they've learned, and the benefits of what you can do when you join this organization.
All right, guess what? Again, just in case you just join in, this is SkoolDaze Radio, and I'm talking to Douglas Barnett. And actually, he's got a good way of, well, it's not a good way as such. You got to say it actually which way, but I'm talking to Douglas Barnett, and it says line about the business that follows everyone make money from the coronavirus. And there are more things he said over there as well. He said he'll be talking to me earlier on financial revolution that empowering the world. He says we've all been affected by the coronavirus, known as COVID-19 this year, and financial stability has been shaky. What we need is knowledge and security. Listen to and hear about the skill set that will outlive the coronavirus and every possible economic recession. And on that note, like I say, because you have listeners that are very skeptical and they run straight to conclusion, because we have a coronavirus now, everybody's looking to make money. Listeners out there, this is not what this is all about. This is something that's been there. And like Mr. Douglas himself stated, you have the stock market, you have the FedEx market. Two different things. Okay, people's been making money for centuries. Okay, nothing stopped them from doing that. But there's certain businesses that is kind of recession proof. We went through recession about 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We know what that was all about. You understand? So this is not a skepticism. It's there. If you need to know, go on the page, the information that he's given. Right, you can find it on SkoolDaze FM, because this is SkoolDaze Radio right now. So you can find it on SkoolDaze FM. You can follow the link and you can get in touch with him, and it will be more than willing to explain further to you. But please, no skepticism, because this is what is wrong with us. We criticize and we don't do. And when somebody start doing, we start putting labels. So this is nothing to do with that. If you want to develop wealth and not money, these are some of the steps you have to take. Mr. Douglas?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and
DJ, yes, sir. All right.
Yes, thank you very much for coming on the program. and I appreciate that very much. And like I say, I'm going to link you up with the youths of this program as well. So I mean, you can call in and have the same interview with them as well, because like I say, we do recast, and the thing is going to come back on. But basically, I mean, this is what we have to do today. We have to use the platform, and this is one of the platforms, the social media, the internet, and that's exactly what you're doing. So, is there any other thing you'd like to tell the listeners before we go?
I like to tell people, don't be a skeptic. Everything that we spoke on this afternoon about this new financial revolution, look into it. Go to the website, look me up, look up my handle, look up my Instagram, the Leader Seat, at the Leader Seat, or go to phonebag.info. You can check out my investment group, and you can see for yourself. There's people all around the world right now killing it, learning the skill set that my mentors developed, and people all around the world are building real wealth and real financial freedom. DJ Easy K.
Yes, sir. Big up to you.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, big
Absolutely.
up to you.
Big ups to you, brother.
Yeah,
all
big
right,
up,
man.
big up to
Georgia.
Georgia.
You having me on.
Hey, it's a pleasure, man. That's what we do. Like I said, we're here to promote, not to demote, and we're gonna do that all the time, anytime. Okay.
Much respect, and also for your group, your youth group this Saturday. Let's set it up. Let's run it. I'm ready for it. Let's run it.
Yes, we will. Like I say, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna send the link to you, and I mean maybe one of the ladies is gonna contact you as well. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, and stay safe. Okay.
All right, DJ ZK.
Yes.
SkoolDaze Radio. It was a pleasure. You all have a great one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye. Yes, that was Douglas Barnett trying to show us how we can build wealth and not money. This is what we need. This is what our people need, because all we do is have money, but we don't really have the investment to go with it. So in a case like this, when people got to stay home, some people have been laid off, some people are seasonal workers, some people are they work for themselves, and I mean you don't have no way of making money. But with the smart device, guess what? You could do that. And that's why I tell you guys on my program all the time, if you have a business, get in touch with us. It's World Wide Web. We're just not relying on a geographical area. The radio station is there to do what we got to do. But in the meantime, like I say, the music continues. Wicked and Wild Selector.